Welcome to the Real Oshow podcast. I'm Zachary.
And I'm Joshua, and we're brothers chasing down the curiosities of our life.
And on this show, we'll discuss the most influential people, music, and topics going on in the world.
I tell you I'm on the road. About to get all this dough. Me and no fuck niggas know. I swear to God we the ghosts. This ain't the story they told. Man, if you know, then you know. I never had to tell my dogs that we on road for greatness. They paper getters, they want money more than they want.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to the show. Today, we're going to touch on Apple's new virtual reality headset, the Vision Pro. Tiger Woods is leaving Nike, and Joshua has a special Who Is This, so stay tuned. But Joshua, what is going on with the Apple Vision Pro, but really just virtual reality in general?
So Apple just announced that they're dropping the Vision Pros. You can pre-order them January 19th. You can get them for real February 2nd. They're going to cost around $3,500 for the basic set. It comes with 250 gigabytes. You also have to buy lenses, might be around 4K in total. But I think that the AR and VR realm is going to change forever. I think that the entertainment and gaming is going to be impacted the most. How we consume movies, sports, how we play video games. Is it going to be more like Ready Player One? I would assume so. I think that's a little bit more down the line, but it's not that crazy to think that I'm going to be at the gym in 10 years from now with goggles on and having some personal trainer virtual reality training me while I'm in my LA Fitness in New Jersey and they're in LA at their gym. So I think that it's going to be forever changed as we remark on this. I was saying earlier before the podcast, this is like what the iPhone did for smartphones. It's going to change how we look at things. And I think it's going to it might take away TVs, computers, everything.
Yeah, I do think it's going to take away a lot of that stuff, but I also want to add one caveat. Virtual reality is way ahead of itself. I think virtual reality actually having an effect on everyday people is 15, 20 years away. Now, virtual reality is going to be incredible for the gaming industry, for what I think sports industry, and also music. Like, you're going to be able to put on your headset and be like at the Lil Yachty concert with your friend who's actually there. You're going to be able to sit courtside with your virtual reality headset, which I believe you can already do, and you're going to be able to watch the game like you're there. Now, gaming, which I'm most interested about, being able to put my headset on and be able to play Call of Duty for real, like almost like Wii Sports, but you have the headset on, and it's like, you're free moving, you can look 360. That's what I'm most interested about. Now, $3,500 to $4,000 for a virtual reality headset, way too much money.
Way too much
money. I don't think they're going to, I truly don't think these are going to sell how they want them to sell. Now,
I disagree.
It's too expensive.
I disagree, but it's not that crazy because I look at it like this.
No way.
It's almost like a computer or a TV or a tablet. It's the same thing. iPhone right now is a couple $1,000.
But you're not using it.
Not as of right now.
Are you going to bring it to work?
Yes, I do. I saw somebody in the gym the other day with VR goggles on, and all I could think about was, this is going to be the norm. This is going to be normal
in 20 years.
And this makes me a prompt. I was just saying this. I want to ask a question. I think in maybe not 5 years is a little too optimistic, but in 10 years, 15 years, I don't think it's that crazy that they might be handing you an Apple Vision Pro 5s instead of giving you a laptop, because you can take it everywhere. You could be at your house, you could be at the mall, you could be at the airport, and you're just typing on the desk. It's actually incredible what these goggles can do. And so, yes, to answer your question, I think they're going to sell like hotcakes. I think people that can't afford them are going to buy them because that's what Apple does. They're the best at selling. They know what's going to be. VR, AR, you're completely correct. It is ahead of its time, but augmented reality is the near future.
Augmented reality is completely different than virtual reality.
Virtual reality and augmented reality. Different. So just for people that don't know, augmented reality is a mixture of the real world and virtual. So for example, I'm sitting on my couch, I throw my goggles on, and a TV will be on the wall. And it's like, I could interact with it, whatever, but only I can see because I have the glasses on. Virtual reality is like, you're in the shit.
Ready Player One style, which... one of my favorite movies. Check it out if you haven't.
It's a great movie.
Augmented reality is 5 years from now. 100%. Virtual reality is 15 at the earliest, probably 20. I just think it's too expensive. Now, if I had $4,000 sitting around, would I buy one? Probably. But the problem is when I did it with the Oculus, it made my stomach turn after 2
I
minutes.
think this
So
is
until
different
they
than the Oculus, though. I
agree,
will say
but
that.
until they figure that out, like whatever, they make it easier or our brains just adjust to it, that's going to be the hardest part about it. But I want to transition topics into this because massive news hit today. Tiger Woods is out at Nike. Now, what he does, me and Joshua are gonna argue a little bit on what he's gonna do. But the fact that he's leaving Nike matters. Like, Nike, what are they doing? Like, what are you doing? You can't lose Tiger.
I think that Tiger's too big. I think we talked about this before, and I think that's the rabbit hole you want to get down to. He's going to start his own thing. I think that Tiger is too big. He needs to own a part of the pie. Same thing. Messi came over. How did they get Messi here? They gave him an Apple deal. They gave him an Adidas deal. They gave him everything to get him to America. They gave him an MLS deal. If you want to keep Tiger, you have to give him a piece of the pie. It doesn't make sense for Tiger to collect $20-30 million a year from Nike when he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars a year to Nike.
I think Tiger Woods is going after his generational business now. Tiger Woods is an icon, best golfer ever, revolutionized the sport. He's got Charlie Woods' son coming up, which I think is probably going to be something. I don't know. People always at me when I made the video about him not being shit, barely made his high school team, whatever. Last name plays. But I think Tiger Woods is going after his Michael Jordan business now. He's going to create his own brand. He's going to do his own thing. I was going to say he's going to name it Swingman, but Ken Griffey actually already took that. But something in that realm where it's like, that's his brand for the golfer. Like, if you're a golfer and you get signed by the Tiger Woods brand, like, you're the guy. Like, if you wear Jordans, you are the guy. So I just think that's just where it's going. Tiger Woods is going to do his own thing. He's outgrew Nike. You know, Joshua talked about, and I know Joe Pomp kind of prompted as well, as like he might go to the Rafael Nadal business that gives equity. And equity to Tiger Woods right now in something that he can do himself is worth nothing.
I agree.
Now, if a big company like Apple wants to give him equity and technology, well, Tiger Woods can't make his own technology, but Tiger Woods can come out with his own golf shoes, apparel, clubs, golf balls, hats.
That's where I disagree. This is where I think we disagree. I think when it comes from a t-shirt standpoint, shoes, whatever. But when it comes to like, he does a raw shoe deal, because at the end of the day, Nike hasn't made golf stuff for years. They haven't made golf stuff for years. The only thing they've made is apparel and shoes. So he's going into the apparel shoe game. He's already signed a TaylorMade. He already has a golf deal. That's beside the point.
He could get out of that, though.
He could. The reason why I think he's going to go more Roger Federer with OnCloud, and for people that don't know that, OnCloud paid him $300 million to be a part of it, and he got ownership. That ownership now is worth billions. And the reason why I think Tiger is going to do something like that is because this small shoe brand that I don't even know the name of yet, it could be a well-known shoe brand that gives him this deal, but I think that they have the infrastructure, they have the technology, and I think for Tiger Woods to turn around and try to make a shoe or something that's actual practical that he would want people to wear, and for what you said, to be a Jordan type shoe or a Jordan type brand, it has to be very on top of it. I think that he's going to go to a company because they're going to offer the infrastructure. He's going to bring the marketing and the name, and that is why it's going to be a perfect match. And he's going to take this brand that's worth nothing. He's going to own all of it. He's going to put it to the fucking moon, and that's what's going to put him in the billions of dollars for instead of him just making $20 million a year for the shoe he's doing now.
I agree with that, and I'm going to have the last word on this. Tiger Woods could build $1 billion company in 6 months if he really wanted to with his name.
It depends on the company, absolutely.
So I think he's just going to go do his own thing. I think he has the time now. He's not golfing as much. He's getting older, injuries. He has the time. Go watch Charlie golf, and 6 days a week you're building this brand, whatever it is. I truly think that's what he's rolling out.
Zachary, have you ever heard of a guy named Lil Mabu?
I have. I've obviously seen him on social media, and he's been going viral everywhere.
So for all those who don't know, Lil Mabu is a drill rapper. And if you don't know what drill music is, it's a subgenre of rap, but it focuses predominantly on violence. The stigma behind this guy, though, is because he's a white kid rapping about trapping, killing, violence, while his parents have over a $20 million portfolio.
That's wild. That's why, hey, he's playing into it, though.
But Mabu is a marketing genius. Every song this guy releases goes viral. So a lot of his come up is compared to Tekashi 6ix9ine, very controversial rapper, but very similar, and both from New York. odd. But like I said, every song that he releases goes viral. The song that kind of put him on the map was Mathematical Disrespect. Shot it under the Brooklyn Bridge, has over 50 million plays in 6 months. Incredible. And it has hundreds of millions of plays on other platforms and people reacting to it. His most recent single with 5 Foreign, and why he's kind of trending right now, is his song Teach Me How to Drill, which has 13 million views in 14 days, almost 1 million views a day. And the most shocking part of this whole Lil Mabu story, because he's obviously a very up-and-coming rapper, he's got the sound, and he definitely has the vibe of the new generation of rap. And what surprises me the most is he attends Emory University, an HBCU college in Atlanta, to further his education, which I think is very weird when you consider every single artist, entrepreneur, creative that really, really, really does it. The first thing they tell you to do, quit school.
2 Chainz went to school, though. He graduated, Alabama State.
But 2 Chainz was an athlete. 2 Chainz played a sport, and let's be honest with you, 2 Chainz like 6'6", bro. Like, he was a hooper. So, like, Lil Mabu is a 5'4" white kid from Brooklyn, well-off parents, drill rapper. And I think and this is what I was going to say, I think he does it because he's like, it's almost like the Lil Dicky effect, where he's like kind of memeing what he's doing, but at the same time, he's serious. And I could see Mabu go into more acting later down. Like, I could see him do like the reverse of Drake, or like, it's not even the reverse of Drake. It's literally the Lil Dicky model in the sense of, I did music to get stardom to then go where I want to go.
Is that his confirmed height, 5'4"?
No, I was just saying that, but he is pretty short. Next to 5 Foreign, he was short, and I don't think 5
I
is
didn't
that
think he looked
tall.
5'4". He looked decent.
No, he's
5'8".
Listen, Mabu, you're not 5'4". He's probably like 5'8", 5'9". I was just saying,
respectable.
Next to 5 Foreign, though, he was looking short. That's the only reason why I said that.
And that's where we'll leave it. If you made it this far, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share with somebody. Let us know below whether you liked, didn't like what we talked about. We really appreciate all the support. More to come.
I gotta fight for my bros, I gotta stack out this gold. I tell you I'm on the road, about to get all this dough. Me and no fuck niggas know, I swear to God we the ghosts. This ain't the story they told, man, if you know then you know. I never had to